Well, today the defense will begin calling witnesses in the trial of 3 men accused of murder in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery in Brunswick, Georgia. But the defense team has several other important court procedures this morning that could shape their argument. Here are three things to know this morning. So the defense will begin its argument with an opening statement by Bryan's attorney, Kevin Gough. Gough requested to give his opening statement after prosecutors rested their case. As for closing arguments, Jason Sheffield, the attorney for Travis McMichael, says the defense team is working on a motion to move those arguments past Thanksgiving. Today, the judge is also expected to ask the defendants if they will testify. Bryan has already testified on the conditions inside of the Glynn County Jail. Now, as the battle inside the courtroom switches to the defense, the war outside of the courtroom rages on. Community leaders, pastors, and activists have more marches and prayer vigils planned for this week. Now, this is after another controversial motion by the defense. Let's bring in Renata Gregorio for us this morning. She is live in Brunswick now with the latest. Renata.
Good morning, Keitha. There is a lot planned over the next few days. For instance, right out here in front of the courthouse this morning before court starts, there will be a prayer vigil. Tomorrow, another prayer vigil with some big names, national people who we know, as well as a march through the neighborhood later in that afternoon. And this has been what religious leaders all week have been encouraging people from all over the country, especially religious leaders, to come to. Now, we also heard yesterday from Ahmaud Arbery's mother. She wants to hear from all 3 defendants. Hear them testify.
I don't think it's nothing that they can actually tell me to make me feel better. It was a senseless murder. There's nothing that they can tell me today to make me feel better about it.
Now, Renata, in court, we heard from William Roddie Bryan when his attorney Kevin Gough had him testify about his time in jail. Gough argued Bryan did not get his right to a speedy trial because of COVID-19 delays. Can you explain that for us?
Yeah, Keitha, the judge denied that motion with the speedy trial, but Gough also tried to argue that Bryan might have been trying to go home when Bryan put his phone down during the video that he was recording of Ahmaud Arbery being killed. The lead GBI investigator, when they questioned him about this, he looked confused and almost really in disbelief.
Unless it's a holiday, do you videotape yourself going back home?
No, sir, not normally.
Okay. So the fact that Mr. Bryan is leaving the cell phone on the seat or on his lap or wherever would be consistent with him going home when he says he's going to keep going.
Objection calls for speculation.
Court starts at 9 a.m., the prayer vigil right before it at 8. Live in Brunswick, Renata Gregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
Thanks for that, Renata. And folks, we are covering every moment of this trial. You can watch on digital channel 25.2 or Comcast channel 201. And you can also follow along on our First Coast News app and, of course, on firstcoastnews.com.